Hi, my name's Brad Baldridge. I'm the founder of Taming the High Cost of College. We have a great podcast and website that helps families plan and pay for college. So today we're going to talk about where does the money come from to pay for college. Now, for most families, there's really only 6 areas that I found that most families pay for almost all of college. And they're kind of broad categories, but let's kind of go through them one by one here. So the first category is current income. Mom and dad are often working and earning income, and they could use a portion of that income, let's say $500 a month, to put towards college. And often they have already done that because they're maybe saving for college as well. But current income could be applied directly to the college bills as they come in. And of course, the student could also work. And for many families, the student will work, either at summers or weekends or whatever it might be, where maybe they can earn $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a year towards the cost of tuition, in addition to maybe their personal expenses as well. Next, we have savings and investments. The student can save, the parents can save, but a lot of families will have some form of college savings, whether it's dedicated college in some sort of college savings plan, or perhaps you just have general savings or general investments that you could repurpose and choose to use for college. Next, we have financial aid. Now, financial aid is a big category. Financial aid can come from the federal government, from state governments, from the colleges themselves, and lots of other outside entities as well. And financial aid could be in the form of grants or scholarships. It also could be in the form of loans or work study. So that's a broad topic, but most families really need to understand financial aid. It also could be labeled as a need-based financial aid or merit-based financial aid. So financial aid is available for just about everybody, and you really need to understand how it's going to work for you. Next, we have loans. The 2 common federal programs, the direct loan and the Parent Plus loan, are certainly options, and we've got more information in other videos on that as well. But we also could consider things like home equity line of credit or borrowing against our home, or just general personal loans or other avenues that some families can borrow money. Now, sometimes the interest rates are good, sometimes not so good. So, planning that out well and choosing the right loans is important for most families. Next is scholarships. Now, scholarships can come from, as I mentioned, from the colleges themselves. We also have grants from the federal government and other free money. And these scholarships could be merit-based or need-based scholarships. And some families are going to take scholarships very seriously and apply for a lot of scholarships. And other families, it's just not going to be a good path. And either when they do it, it's a waste of time because they don't win any scholarships, or they run out of time and they don't get the scholarship applications out as much as they should. So you can learn a lot more about all the different types of scholarships and how they will work for your family. We have a scholarship guide for busy parents. You can go to our website, tamingthehighcostofcollege.com/scholarships, and get right to that guide and learn a lot about scholarships. And the last area where we can pay for college is reductions in other expenses. So a lot of families pay a lot of taxes, and if we can reduce taxes because of the breaks that some college expenses will provide us, there's the opportunity credit, there's different tax breaks around how we save and invest, there's tax breaks on student loan interest, so there's lots of ways that we might be able to save on taxes. And every dollar we save on taxes is one more dollar we can spend on college. The same can be said for interest. Choosing the right loans. Sometimes one student loan is better than another because it saves us some money on interest. Or we have other options. Maybe our home equity line of credit is a lower cost than a student loan, and we're willing to do that to save money so our overall costs are lower. But making sure we don't pay any more than we have to on interest is another great way to lower our college costs. Unnecessary expenses. We can eliminate expenses that we no longer need, or maybe they're just unnecessary. Often when the students are going off to college, I like to pick on cable TV. So we have cable TV on 6 TVs because all the kids are home. Once the kids are off to college, maybe we can reduce cable TV down to 2 TVs or 1. Or maybe we can just cut the cord altogether. That's obviously a thing these days as well, where if we can reduce our overall expenses, we'll have more for college. And then finally, the last way that we pay for college, and I'm not recommending this one, but it is a reality for some, is we reduce our lifestyle or delay our retirement in order to pay for college. Now, most families want to work really hard on all the other ways of paying for college before we get into, adjusting our retirement or reducing our lifestyle. Now, in some cases, it's a fact of life and we do it, but in many cases we can find other ways to pay for college and avoid having to touch those things, at least not too much for most families. So that was the 6 ways to pay for college. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and check out the description below for more information. I'm Brad Baldridge, and we'll see you in the next episode of Taming the High Cost of College.